Welcome to the TechHub.Training Power BI Wheelz Viz Challenge Solution. Let's jump in. I have Power BI pulled up here, but before we start making these visualizations, I want to highlight something the instructions say. This is that your boss will be presenting this data to shareholders for the 2020 financials. And so we want to make sure to filter out all data that is not in 2020. We can do this by adding an advanced filter saying we want data that is on or after January 1st, 2020 and before January 1st, 2021. When I apply that filter, it's a filter on this page, so it'll work for the rest of our visualizations. The instructions also say that orders with the status of canceled or on hold do not represent actual revenue, so make sure to filter these rows out. We do this by adding a filter on status and deselecting canceled or on hold. Now we're ready to build some visualizations. The first one we're going to build represents sales for the entire year, so I'll click on sales, use the card visualization, and there's the first one. The second visualization we're going to build is going to compare sales across product lines by quarter using a clustered column chart. Again, I'm going to drag sales, click on clustered column chart. Let me do some reformatting so we can see. I'm going to drag quarter ID in the legend so we can see individual quarters and how much sales each one produced. As you can see, the fourth quarter was the highest. And I'm going to use the small multiples box here by dragging product line there. You can see now we have a graph of each product line sales for the year of 2020. Pretty neat. The next visualization we're going to build is going to display the top 3 customers and their total sales using a matrix visualization. I'm going to drag sales again, click on matrix, and drag customer name to rows. But now we have every single customer and their sales for 2020. We only want the top 3, and so I'm going to come over to filter and say we want the top 3 by their sales. Once I apply that, we have the 3 top customers and their sales. The next visualization we're going to build is going to show the proportion of sales made in the US versus outside the US using a pie chart. Again, I'm going to drag sales, click on pie chart, and we need to do something unique here. We need to create some groups within the countries column. And you do this by clicking on these 3 dots, new group. If I select all these countries, let me see, select all these countries, Control Shift, that's what it is. I can type in other countries, label it, group it, and it'll create this new group of data over here, which I've already done before. If we do that again for USA, new group, USA, group it, we can then come to this pie chart and we'll drag other countries down to details. Remember, I already made the other countries in the USA group before. But now we see, make this a little bit bigger, the USA sales versus other countries in 2020. Now this legend isn't super helpful because it actually is trying to display all the countries included in other countries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this legend, but make this visualization, a little bit more understandable. We're going to gray out what we don't really want to see, and we want to highlight the USA sales. I'm also going to include a title like more than 1/3 of sales are made in the USA. You can format this how you want, make it look pretty. You just want people to understand what this visualization is trying to say when they see it. The last requirement is to create one visualization you think would be helpful for shareholders to see. So what I wanted to do is display the product with the highest sales. So I come here to card, display sales, and we're going to add a filter. I'm going to say I want the product code, the highest one by sales. Apply that filter, and there you go. We have the sales for the highest, the product with the highest sales. However, this doesn't tell me much. I actually want to see what product line it is and what product code it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this visualization. And instead of sales here, I'm just going to drag product code. It's a little bit big. I'm going to do some reformatting. There, now we see that this is the product code for the product with the highest sales. Now I want to see the product line as well, so I'm just going to copy paste this, drag product line to fields, and now we can see it's classic cars. Excuse me, with the highest sales in 2020. This is how I built this visualization. This is the solution that was posted, but feel free to get creative, format it how you want, and enjoy using these tools and skills. Thank you.